We're all together, and winning is our aim. So cheer us on through the sun and rain. 'Cause Chelsea is our name. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Good Morning Thailand.
I was going to say good morning, Chelsea, baby.
Yeah. That was in honor of the new Club World Cup champions, Chelsea Football Club.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Congratulations to the entire Chelsea football clan. And
Clan.
the clan behind the club. And of course, congratulations to Donald Trump for being present for it.
Embedding that picture. Whoever, I love the cojones on that guy to just be like, yeah, I'm gonna share this moment with the team. So for those of you unaware, Donald Trump was in attendance when Chelsea went to lift the trophy. You're supposed to give the trophy and then kind of move to the side.
Put the footage up, yeah. Why not? Like, just show the people what we're talking about. Yeah. What do you think? It was funny. It was in America. President was in attendance.
Yeah.
Why not? All right, well, let's dive into it, shall we? Today we're going to be talking about public scrutiny over Trump's tariffs on Thailand, a brawl erupting amongst Korean tourists in Pattaya, a lot of Taekwondo going on, and a little later, Vietnam's birth rate decline and aging population crisis. First up, we are going to dive into, of course, Kate, our intern's most interesting story of the day.
Yeah.
It is a brawl among Korean tourists in Pattaya, at a restaurant, of all places. There's nothing sacred. A dinner among 4 South Korean friends at a Hotpot restaurant in Pattaya, ouch, turned violent, prompting a police response. Officers from Pattaya police detained the group after an internal dispute escalated into a physical altercation. The restaurant owner filed a complaint for damages and unpaid food bills, estimating losses at 50,000 baht per person. The tourists were charged with public affray and in disturbing the peace, agreed to pay for the damages, and were fined before being released.
Whoa, there were some big swings in there.
Yeah, dude. I wonder what it was about. What were we fighting over?
It's just in a market in a crowded area. I don't know. Someone didn't like the way they looked at each other.
The squid game banding sucked. No, it didn't. It was great. No, I'm not sure. Anyways.
Is it because they're Korean?
Yeah. Any other? Did you see K-pop Demon Hunters?
What?
It was fantastic. All right, fine. See, we're going to fight in this office too, apparently.
All right.
I'm just glad nobody got sprayed with scalding hot. It was at a hot pot restaurant. That could have been very dangerous.
True. People can get nasty.
Yeah. You don't usually hear about the Koreans doing this kind of stuff, I got to say.
Not much.
Yeah.
Not much, actually.
Well, first time for everything.
Anyways, we're going to move on to our next story. Staying in the city of Pattaya, some more unfortunate news coming out there. Chinese tourists have been robbed by fake cops. All right. A Chinese tourist in Pattaya was abducted and robbed of over 230,000 baht by 2 men posing as police officers. The crime occurred at 5:30 a.m. when 52-year-old Lin Yifan was forced into a white SUV after dining with friends. Believed by bystanders to be a police arrest, the men bound Lin, threatened him, and stole cash, 2 iPhones, and transferred 150,000 baht via his banking app. He was later abandoned at a shooting range. Police are investigating, warning the public to stay alert in busy areas.
Wild.
There we go.
Fake police. You gotta wonder about that. Is it easy to get a uniform?
Because they were, I was about to say, I don't think it's that simple or easy to get a fake uniform, but anything can be made.
Yeah, I guess so. Scary stuff, because you would just think what did I do?
Did they just look like covert operators, or like it's a sting operation, or?
Yeah, I gotta say, most of my interactions with the police here have been very fairly positive. Even when I've gotten in trouble for one thing or another, where I'm in Pattaya for the scooters or something like that, they get you if you don't have your license on you or something like that. They're just usually, hey, they're not throwing you in the back of a van or anything like that wildly, or even at police checks late at night when you're out partying and stuff.
Yeah.
Usually very friendly. So if they're being overly aggressive and just throwing you in, probably not police, man.
I mean, in that video, they seemed that 2 people were wearing fully black clothes. So if anything, they were just thieves. And it seems like they knew who exactly to put in the van and take the money from. So
2 iPhones, bank app.
Once again,
they were able to get into all of that. Yeah, poor guy.
There we go.
Anyways, well, moving on.
Give me more Pattaya.
Sorry, we're not done with Pattaya today. Apparently, it's been a busy weekend down there. A Pattaya club was raided after a gang fight and 18 test positive for drugs. A notorious Pattaya nightclub was raided at 4 a.m. Nothing good happens at that time. On the 11th of July, after CCTV footage captured a violent gang attack involving bar hosts. Operating past legal hours and with a history of violations, the club was found with e-cigarettes and suspected drugs. 18 patrons, 14 men and 4 women, tested positive for drug use. The venue's manager was detained, and authorities are pushing for a 5-year closure. The raid underscores persistent issues with illegal nightlife operations in the city. Yeah, I mean, it goes back to that the old saying I like to say: if you're gonna don't break more than one law at a time. So these guys were operating past legal hours, and then a brawl erupts, and then drugs are on, and not to mention e-cigarettes, heinous. But the point is, all of that stuff is illegal. So of course, when all of this comes to light and the news gets a hold of it, police are going to crack down on it. So a 5-year closure seems like it might be in order.
Yeah.
For these misbehaviors.
All right. Let's move to another part of Thailand. Going to Ranong, where a gold heist foiled by quick thinking staff. How would you foil a thief in action? Well, a man attempted to steal gold worth 500,000 baht from Yawarat Gold Shop in Ranong's Big C on July 12th, but was swiftly tackled by a brave employee. The suspect, 35-year-old Sumet from Trang, fled with 8 gold necklaces but was caught 90 meters away by staff and Good Samaritans. Recently unemployed Sumet gave conflicting stories about his escape plan. He had prior fraud and theft charges. Police praised the staff's fast response and confirmed the suspect would face further prosecution.
Yeah.
There we go.
Not much of a plan on that one, I guess. And, it's good. That's why you have security at these places, right?
Yeah.
So they could do something. Fortunately, no weapons were involved, so it was able to be resolved without too much violence or escalation. But, yeah, it's good to know that, you pay security forever to you think they just sit around and do nothing until something happens.
Yeah. You need them until you need them.
Yeah, exactly. So, good on this guy. Got our very own little caped crusader.
Yeah.
Hero.
And that's why you'll notice, so many of the gold shops, especially in the malls, they have the bars, separating the vendors and the person buying it. It's because gold shops are notoriously easy to rob in Thailand.
Little snatch and grab action, huh? Yeah.
It's only now that, they have that automatic system where it just locks the door until police come or something like that. But yeah, most of the times before, the largest robberies and the most often where there were robberies were just gold shops. Because you can just walk into a mall in a gold shop, take the gold and run away.
Yeah, I've never done it, I have to say.
Don't do it.
I love seeing those videos where people get locked in.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And they
I'm
try to
sorry.
keep the door. No, please. They're like,
I was kidding. It's for a video. It's for a video. Where's the camera?
Just a prank,
the
bro.
CCTV.
Yeah, see, I
saw
told you.
it.
There's a camera there. There's a camera there. I'm dying. Well, anyways, don't rob anybody.
Don't do it.
I would just say. All right, we're getting into Trump territory, Trump land, as it affects Thailand. Thai academic urges public scrutiny of Trump's tariff dealings. With a looming 36% U.S. tariff on Thai exports set to take effect August 1st, Thai academic Dr. Surayasai is sounding the alarm. He warns that the issue extends beyond trade, touching on Thailand's economic structure, labor force, and policy sovereignty. Key concerns include what Thailand might concede to mitigate the tariff, the risk of secret pacts favoring foreign firms, and whether this challenge could spur meaningful trade reform. He calls for public vigilance and transparency, framing the talks as a pivotal test of national independence and integrity. There you go.
There we go.
Yeah, people got to remember these tariffs are they're not just affecting Thailand. They're apparently ASEAN is being heavily targeted with the tariffs, and now it's being very much it's a topic of conversation all around the world. The EU has recently come out and said, all right, we're going to respond with retaliatory tariffs. Is turning it what. In the original Trump administration, there was a trade war with China, so to speak. It seems like it's a trade war with most of the world at this point. So it is curious to see how the whole world does depend a lot on its trade with America. How is this going to affect bilateral relations with America, and how will the world respond? We have yet to see. But, it's a hot topic. We'll keep our eye on it for you.
All right. Well, we're going to move on to our last story from around Thailand, taking us to Phangan, where a French tourist reunited with lost son after ferry mix-up. All right. A 13-year-old French boy was safely reunited with his father after accidentally disembarking a ferry at Koh Phangan instead of continuing to Koh Samui. The incident occurred on 10th July, leaving the father, Mr. Nicholas, stranded as the ferry departed. Tourist police quickly located the boy near Tong Sala Pier, cared for him overnight, and reunited the pair the next morning. The emotional reunion moved Mr. Nicholas to tears as he praised the officer's swift and compassionate response.
Oh.
Yeah. Well done.
Nice feel good there.
Yeah.
Man. You gotta love that. But that's
I
scary.
thought it would be a bit more of a wild story, like the kid discovered Koh Phangan for himself, went to a full moon party, came back, had neon paint all over his face, and was like, "Dad!"
Went full White Lotus. Yeah.
you
hopefully
should have
not.
given me some more time.
Yeah, just had a good time.
Yeah, he's got balloons in his pocket. What?
Well, he's 13 years old. All right.
I'm just saying, hey, you age much faster in Koh Phangan. I'm just saying.
True. Anyways, it's a nice story, and you'd be freaking out as the father. You'd be like, oh my god. Especially you're traveling in a foreign land, he doesn't know the language, things like that.
You're just supposed to chill at your resort, like if you're in Samui, just like chilling at the well. Someone's got to use these services, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Me not going to the sauna or getting this massage.
It's not going to get you reunited any quicker.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you might as well.
So-
Fair enough. Well, congratulations to that family for the happy ending over there.
Heyo.
All right. Wait, Jesus.
You said it. He said
I
it.
meant it literally. Okay, anyways.
On that note, let's take a quick break. We'll be back right after this.
Well, speaking of happy
Welcome
endings,
back.
if you want a happy ending, you should go to Fazwaz and find your dream home over there where dreams do come true.
Find it.
Yeah, they got everything you need. All right, on to our ASEAN Now section of the news. We're off to Vietnam. All right, so this has been the hot topic around most of Asia, but apparently it's now affecting Vietnam as well, as Vietnam faces a record low fertility rate and a rapid aging crisis. Vietnam's fertility rate has dropped to a historic low of 1.91 children per woman. How does one woman have 1.9 children? Anyways, in 2024, below the replacement level of 2.1, sparking concern over future population sustainability. Health officials also warn of a persistent gender imbalance with 111.4 boys for every 100 girls. Combined with rapid aging, these trends may lead to a surplus of 1.8 million men by 2059. Gonna be a party.
Yeah.
Excuse me. The government is urging couples to have 2 children and offering incentives to promote balanced growth.
There we go.
It's pretty interesting because Vietnam, like China, had child birth rate policies to cap population.
Yeah.
Now we got the other problem.
Yeah.
And as the issue was in China, there's a gender imbalance creeping up and rearing its ugly head. Also in places that traditionally not very friendly to the LGBT community. What are all of these populated men going to do? We're going to have a lot of lonely men.
True.
Incel culture on the rise.
We have the opposite problem in Thailand. We have a female surplus.
Female surplus.
Yes.
Yeah. No wonder all the Phangangs are coming here and sweeping up all the women.
And it was shown that 50% of the Thai population, men and women, are single.
Yeah.
Over 50%.
Yeah. It's tough out here. Dating world's tough.
I mean, dating world's tough, but if you've got your game on, buddy,
But
this is the place to be.
Yeah, it's true. Just Bee Gees.
Just saying.
John Travolta walking
Just
down the
saying.
street, swagging out,
Oh,
soy
you
cowboy.
can't say I'm a da-da-da-da-da. I don't know the lyrics.
No time to talk.
Music loud.
Yeah, Bee Gees was on the Dexter soundtrack over the weekend. It was great.
nice.
Uma Thurman was listening to it. Anyways, but Uma Thurman's in Dexter. Check
Yes.
it out. All right. Anyways, next story. Let's go on.
Our next story takes us to Cambodia as Cambodia celebrates UNESCO World Heritage status for Khmer Rouge sites. All right. Cambodia has commemorated UNESCO's recognition of 3 former Khmer Rouge sites, Tuol Sleng, Chong Ek, and M13 as World Heritage Sites of Peace and Reflection. Once symbols of repression, these locations now serve as memorials honoring victims of the 1975 to 1979 regime, during which 2.2 million people died. This marks Cambodia's 5th World Heritage listing and the first linked to modern conflict. Officials say that this designation reflects the national reconciliation and justice for victims.
It's very interesting, this whole thing in Cambodia. The fact that like these sites, horrific history here, but the fact that they're like, okay, well, people need to learn about it, right?
True.
They're not covering it up. They're trying to, commemorate the victims and educate the public as to what exactly happened there. While at the same time, there's still a lot of controversy over the repercussions of many of the people in that regime. So much like I would say China and Tiananmen Square, things like that. These like at least they're talking about it.
Yeah.
Right? Because in China, a lot of that stuff just gets swept under the rug. So a little bit of credit where it's due. And it would be this is always it's a bummer. That was a lot of skulls. Don't like to see that. So, anyways, it's important to know your history. Otherwise, you're doomed to repeat it. All right. Moving on to our next story. I got some feel goods for us at the end.
All right.
You like pandas?
I like pandas.
Who
They're
doesn't?
cool.
Yeah, pandas are great. Well, did you know that Malaysia also has pandas?
Oh.
And a particular beloved panda named Nuan shows wild instincts in a viral peacock chase.
Wow.
Let's get down to it. Nuan, Malaysia's first panda cub born under the China-Malaysia Panda Diplomacy Program, is trending again, this time for chasing and plucking feathers from a peacock in her Chinese enclosure. Once known for her cuddly demeanor, the viral video has surprised many fans. While some viewers were amused, others were reminded that pandas, despite their cute image, remain wild animals with natural instincts.
Wow.
A little terrifying, I gotta say.
It's still a bear.
Yeah.
I didn't even know pandas were.
Poor peacock.
You always see like cute videos of pandas, and sometimes you forget that they're even capable of violence.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're just so like. Have you ever seen a panda give birth? It's hilarious. The mom's just sitting there. She like sneezes, goes "Hachoo," and the baby just like pops out.
Really?
She's like, "Oh, look, I'm a mom." Like,
is that how it happens? That's not how it happens.
Dude. No, I'm sure that's not how it always happens, but this one video was hilarious. She just sneezed the baby out. I was like, that is amazing. And they do not look like pandas when they come out. I got to tell you that. It's like the kangaroo thing.
Oh.
But 1 for the panda, 0 for the peacock. Looks like tough.
All right.
Anyways.
All right. We'll move on to our last story from today, which takes us to Indonesia as it stops smuggling of 1,200 endangered birds. Protect your peacocks.
Yeah.
Authorities in Indonesia intercepted a smuggling attempt of 1,260 endangered Javan white eyebirds at a port on Flores Island. Found crammed into 8 cages, 140 birds were dead. The species, listed as endangered by the IUCN, was bound for Surabaya by ferry. The suspect remains at large. Surviving birds were released back into the wild to aid conservation efforts. Wildlife trafficking and habitat loss continue to threaten Indonesia's biodiversity, with offenders facing up to 15 years in prison.
Good news.
Not messing around with their birds.
Yeah, cracking down. It's wild to me. This like illegal animal trade, this illicit animal trade. Who is the market for this? Like, why? Like, if you love animals, what's the point of like?
It's always a rich person just waiting to fill their house or mini zoo
with exotic animals.
When you have too much money, what else do you do?
Drugs? Like, I don't know. Like,
yeah, but even after that, you gotta you gotta take the drugs to hear the bird talk to you.
I don't know.
I'm just saying what we're all thinking.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't know. It just bums me out. So I'm glad. I like stories like this. Sucks that the guy's still at large, but at least they were able to stop the shipment and release him back into the wild. So loss of profit for that industry. In any case, good news. Keep it up, and hopefully more international cooperation can crack down on him.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that'll do it, Jay. You want to wrap up the show for us?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed today's show. There are more stories on thetiger.com. You can get into the conversation on any of these stories at
ASEANnow.com.
That's Thailand's largest news forum.
Yeah, and don't forget to subscribe to The Thaiger here on YouTube. You can click that little join button, become a member, and you can also follow us on social media, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You'll see a bunch of content that you wouldn't normally see here on the main video. And if you are not watching this live, I'd like to remind you that we do this show live at 9:30 a.m. Thailand time every single day, where you can join our wonderful members and live viewers in the conversation and see more of the show. At the beginning of the show, we talk about other things like the Chelsea victory.
That's right.
The pop culture of the times, international news,
Yeah.
as well as after the show we get into the comments and see what you have to say. So do check it out sometime if you can.
And big shout out to our newest Chelsea fan today. One of our own, Kaimuk Prachayaton, decided to swear her allegiance to the Chelsea Football Club, and as you know, her spiritual leader, her guidance.
Yeah.
At work, and anyways,
Liverpool for life.
I couldn't be more proud. I couldn't be more proud.
I'm a Scouse at heart.
Are you?
Oh, yes.
Is that why you always red?
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
I throw down. All right. Anyways, let's dive into the live comments. We'll be back again with you guys tomorrow. For now, let's see what our live viewers have to say.
If you like that story, please like and subscribe. And for more Thailand news, follow us on Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok at The Thaiger, or you can go to thethaiger.com and join the conversation.